A man was driving with his wife one evening when they suddenly saw a boy get knocked down by a speeding car. The driver didn't stop, he just kept going, disappearing into the distance. The man's first instinct was to rush out and help, but his wife grabbed his arm. "Don't get involved," she said fearfully. "Everyone will think you did it. We can't afford unnecessary trouble or compensation." But the man's conscience wouldn't let him sit still. Ignoring his wife's warnings, he jumped out of the car and ran toward the injured boy lying helpless on the road. The wife grew furious. "You never listen," she shouted as she started the car and drove off, leaving her husband behind. The boy was later rushed to the hospital. When he opened his eyes, the first person he saw was the man who had rescued him. "Thank you for saving my life, sir," the boy whispered weakly. The man smiled gently. "It's nothing, son. You'll be okay." Years went by. One evening, the man and his wife were at home waiting for their only son to return from school. Hours passed, but he didn't come back. Then, the wife's phone rang. She picked up and her face went pale. "Your son has been hit by a car while coming home," the caller said. "It's bad." The couple rushed to the hospital, hearts pounding. When they arrived, the doctor met them in the hallway. "Your son is severely injured," he said gravely. "Only one surgeon can save his life, but he's already busy with 3 emergency cases. If you transfer your son to another hospital, he may not survive the trip. Please," the wife cried, falling to her knees. "He's our only child. Save him, please." Moments later, another doctor walked out from the emergency room and said firmly, "Bring the boy in now." 3 hours passed in painful silence. The parents sat outside the operating room, praying, crying, and hoping for a miracle. Finally, the doctor came out. "Your son will survive," he said softly. "A major organ was involved, but we were able to save him." The man stepped forward, overwhelmed with gratitude. "Doctor, why did you leave the other emergencies just to save my son?" The doctor looked at him. With a gentle smile, "You once saved my life," he said. "You may not remember me, but I am the only child of my parents, the boy you rescued years ago." The man stood frozen, tears filling his eyes. His wife covered her mouth, sobbing uncontrollably. The same boy she once told her husband to leave behind had now saved their son's life. Moral of life has a way of coming full circle. The kindness you show today may return to you when you least expect it.